Bar steward.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up? Is that how you talk to your customers? Yo, what's up? In the hood, gangster. I'm a lawyer. Believe you're requested a lawyer's assistance.
Leave.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be so rude. You don't know what's going on in your own fucking station, sir? I didn't mean to swear.
No, man.
So rude.
Did
Yeah,
you-
sorry.
Yeah, did you request a lawyer?
Oh yeah, bud.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, but
oh,
there he is
hello.
now.
Hi, Norma.
Yes, I'm, did you just say there he is? What's your name, officer?
My name is Anthony.
Anthony. See, I can pronounce your name, but you can't even realise I'm a grandmother. Have you never seen boobs before?
I said, there he is, referring to
No,
the
to me.
FIB
He was referring to
agent.
me.
Oh, I do
Yeah, no, he
apologise.
wasn't
I am
referring to you at
I
all.
am a bit old. I get a bit confused, apart from law, which I'm very good at. What can I help you with? Are you in trouble? Have you been caught selling drugs again?
No, not this time. Do you want to? I'll just pop you in cuffs real quick, Norma.
Yeah,
two
sure.
individuals.
Could this? I don't know. I think my protege wants to come along to see what lawyering's all
Protege?
about. This is Are you good, Jaden, or do you want to stay outside with all your?
I can't really come along.
No,
You can't
it's
really
all
come
right.
along
Okay.
like, if he doesn't have a clean record.
Who's the client?
Fuck knows his name. I don't know. What's your second name, Norma?
My married name is Bates, but I go by Norma Stitz in the city because of my
Oh yeah.
husband's passing.
Okay. You just pass me your ID, Norma. I'll just make sure.
Yes, of course.
It's the police officer, man.
What's up, lad?
Would you like a milk?
There we
Oh, fair.
are. Could I have it back though? I know at the FIB I like they keep things like
Yeah,
that.
for sure. Yeah, I'll just pass
How
me
you
here.
doing, mate?
Would you like
Thank
a
you.
milkshake?
Here you go.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just
Thank
gonna pop
you.
you in close, Norma, real quick, and we'll
Thanks,
just check your
lad.
pockets and see if everything's okay. For the time being,
Yes.
Teddy, I'm going to pass you a hatchet. I'm just
Oh,
gonna.
that's my chopping wood hatchet for home.
I'm just taking it off you for protection.
Yes,
Okay?
please don't lose it,
Oh,
please,
no, I'll give it back.
Anthony.
I
or
will
Teddy.
not.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll have your hatchet. I'll be giving it back.
That's
I'll
nice.
chase the hatchet. If anyone asks, just tell them that I gave it to you for
To be-
holding on to. For
To be sure. What?
Okay, perfect. Let's go.
Thank you. Oh,
Sure,
I
you
hope,
probably know the way.
I hope the client's all right. I don't like doing these. I normally deal with my own personal clients.
Well, just to brief
Best
you,
of luck.
right?
What's he been arrested
So,
for?
They took a hostage out front of MRPD, and they have we have about 30 eyewitnesses. Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. Why they called for a hostage? Or
Right.
for a lawyer.
Yes.
So we had about 20 officers on duty at the time. I was a hostage negotiator.
Right.
We arranged free passage to the vehicle. We set up spikes. They went through spikes. We chased them up to San Andreas Avenue until their car 1050'd, which means crashed.
Yes,
their
please
car
use
1050
civilian terminology with me. I'm not aware of all the numbers.
their vehicle crashed. We boxed the vehicle in. They got outside of the vehicle. We tased them and we arrested them, brought them back to MRPD.
So, okay.
I'm not really sure how you can defend this, but
No, I just want to hear both sides of the story, obviously,
for
at this stage, so that's great. Thank you.
so the charges they're looking at the moment is it's going to be reckless evading. It's going to be 1 times kidnapping, 1 times criminal use of firearm, and also 1 times criminal possession of a firearm if
Oh,
applicable.
crikey, so that's what they're guilty of. Crikey.
Yeah.
Right.
And if applicable, they'll be charged with possession as well,
Oh,
depending if they
crikey.
hold a license or not.
Is this my lawyer?
Hello there.
Finally.
My name's Norma.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Did he request a lawyer?
Negative.
Who
Can I
requested
get
me?
some-
Let me just
That
clarify.
was myself. That was myself.
And what name would you like to go by with my services?
Santa, please.
Santa, right. So Santa's been arrested.
Can I get
Now,
some chance with my lawyer, please? Can you go away, officer?
Jonhatty.
Officer, why are you ignoring my yet to be charged fully client?
He does have a license.
Yeah.
You're going to revoke
Follow us.
There we go.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
I had some head problems for the last 20
Yeah,
seconds.
take his weapons off.
Follow me.
So you'll just charge him with criminal.
Follow me, please, sir. Would be polite. I'm not a criminal. Often.
Interrogation 1 if you want.
Yeah, we're going there.
Thank
We'll leave
you.
two to it.
Could you turn all the listening devices off, please, just for the time being?
Of
Attack
course.
is
Let me
firearm
double
off
check there's
the normal,
nothing
yeah.
on him. It's all fine. I'm gonna... If you're trying to flee, you will be tased, so please don't do it.
He won't.
Make my life easy.
He won't flee because he's not as guilty as you've already mentioned.
Thank you.
Right, Santa. So how can you hear that when the door's closed? Okay, I'm going to ask you in a moment for your side of the story, but before you do that, be aware, be very careful what you say from now on, but what they've actually done wrong so far is I was informed by one of the arresting FIB officers that you were guilty of the following things. Now, for them to say you're guilty of those, that's already passing judgment before we've actually got to that stage. So that's unfair judgment. So there's the first thing we've got them on. Tell me your side of the story anyway, Santa.
So, I've been charged previously that I don't deny for certain things, certain actions that aren't morally good, and so they've taken everything from me. I have no money, I don't own any cars, I don't own any property, I have no investments.
Right.
So my only means of getting anything when I was out begging was, well, taking it.
Right. So you're prepared to say that you're right. Let me get this right. So you're prepared to say that you're taking without consent to survive, basically, to have food and water
Yes.
and a way to live. So what we really should be pushing for here is the fact that you need help rather than rehabilitation, because rehabilitation is just going to take more money off you.
Exactly.
So you should be pushing. You should be pushing for some sort of social services to assist you rather than or someone to give you a chance of a job or something like that.
That would be great. But no
I mean-
one wants to hire a convict.
Even if it's once a year, you could do a job, perhaps, Santa. There's a lot of children in the city lately. They need presents and things. So
Exactly.
we might we're pushing for a compassionate side of things then, and social reasoning for finance to live. Basic things that other people take for granted. Right, but we need to sort of grab the bull by the horn. So what exactly did you take, or what do they think they saw you take?
I took 25 donuts from them.
From a person or what?
I demanded for 25 donuts from an officer. That was it. No money, no nothing like that. I just wanted food.
Was he held at gunpoint or something, or what?
The officer wasn't held at
500 per one.
gunpoint. The person that we
Let's
had
not
with us was held at gunpoint.
Let's give us 10 for now.
And who's the we?
Rudolph through there.
Right.
He
and
was
he's-
in the opposite cell from me.
So is he? Would you say Rudolph's quite
Do you
a strong
want
influence
any
on
of the-
you?
Not like the blue tints as well, or?
Yeah,
go on, actually.
he can be demanding, but
Okay.
I wouldn't say he's got a strong influence on me.
Okay, I think we might bring one of the arresting officers in at this stage, and sort of get our facts across to him about how we're seeing this so far. Would you mind waiting a moment? Please don't
Of
run
course.
off, because at the moment you're not actually guilty of anything until they've confirmed it. Officer,
Yes,
could we have one of the arresting officers in here, please, so we can
got it. Some.
make our little discussions together?
Hello.
Who have we got?
That's-
My name's Norma
that's some.
Stitz, by the way.
My name is Sam Davies. I was part of the arrest that happened on Jordan Kaplan.
And how long have you been a police officer, Mr. Davies? Or sorry,
About-
Officer Davies?
About 3 months.
3 months. Oh, that's good. And
Bit
would you
of
say?
inactivity in between, but
And would you say in the city you see various different classes of people, whether they're good, bad, rich or poor?
Can you
Have you
repeat
seen?
that question?
Have you seen various different classes of people in this city? Rich, poor, good and bad.
Yeah, I've
It's
seen it
very,
all, to be
very,
honest.
very, very good variety. This city, isn't it? Now, I want to put a couple of points across to you. This gentleman, my client, has he's been struggling, and he's not had any sort of financial help off the city or any social services, and he's really at his last. What he's shared with me is really at his last sort of desperate times to find food for himself and his family and his reindeer, and without being employable when you're dressed. I mean, when you're dressed like that, you've got to imagine not going to really be taken seriously by an employer, such as truck driving. You wouldn't have a Santa Claus driving a truck, would you? Have you ever seen a Santa Claus driving a truck?
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho.
You want the police finish as well?
No, I've never, but I don't think anybody should go to the extent of taking and risking somebody else's life for their own.
$25 to survive on, just to have food and water.
But we're not speaking about $25. We're speaking about having a gun to somebody's head and threatening him to kill him if we don't give him what he wants.
Didn't a gentleman called Robin Hood do that, and he was a hero?
That's a long time ago.
Taking from the rich to look after the poor.
But who says the guy that was rich? Robin
Well,
Hood stole from kings, and this guy stole from a random civilian on the street that probably has a trauma at this stage.
Well, I'm not saying what he's done is right. What I am saying is, at times like this, we should have a little bit of compassion of someone who's got no food, he's got a hungry stomach, and he's desperate to find work. Really, he wants to go good, and I think by giving him serious time in prison is not going to rehabilitate him. We really need to.
I do agree with you. I think it's important that we look out for our people in the city. However, letting somebody go and don't give anybody prison time just because he's struggling, like the city would go mayhem if we apply this to everybody.
We're not talking about everybody, we're talking about one gentleman.
Yes.
And the other reason I'd like to really consider this is because as a lawyer, the FIB agent that told me all about the crime that he'd been arrested for mentioned at the time that he was guilty of the following things. Now, surely he's not guilty until someone's actually filed the final charges. So how can that gentleman judge that he's guilty of it? So
because we have we have cause. There was 20 or like 10 plus officers at the scene seeing what happened.
That's
we have
three
calls to arrest somebody.
That's three different numbers that I've now been given. I was told originally there was 30 eyewitnesses. Then I was told there was 20 officers. Then I was told there was 10 officers.
What exactly
so
what I'm out of this right now?
What I'm trying to say,
guilty, or you
no,
want to have less time?
Sir, what I'm trying to say is the facts of this particular light crime. There was no casualty. There was no casualty.
Somebody hostage.
There was nobody killed. Nobody injured.
Yeah. A weapon involved. Criminal use of a firearm. Having the whole PD outside. Everybody on call because there's guns involved and lives involved, and you call this a light crime.
Have you ever been very hungry in your life and starving and desperate?
And you know what I did? I worked my ass off.
Yes, but when you're so hungry, you don't have the energy to work. It must be desperation. That's all. All I'm asking is just think about whether rehabilitation in prison is the right thing for this gentleman. And I'm sure Santa will agree that you realise what you've done is wrong and the wrong way to find food and find water. What do you think, Santa?
I know I shouldn't have done it, but you guys constantly deny me any sort of food or water when it comes to like coffee.
I gave you free food whenever you needed it.
Well, I've never seen you before at the PD, and you said it before, you're inactive, so fair enough.
It's
your fellow officers, they don't give me anything.
Scott, what would you do? Like
I pleaded.
What's his charges? What's his charges?
His charges would potentially be, give me a sec.
Is he still fighting this charge?
Well, excuse me, I didn't invite you into this conversation because you actually mentioned he was guilty before we even met my client.
Because
I
we
asked
should,
you the
because we've seen
question.
him do it, and we have probable cause to see that he is
Yeah, but you
guilty.
don't even know how many people saw him do it. You told me 10 to
Right.
20. This gentleman told me 30. Then he told me there was 20 or 10 officers. So
All right,
let's...
do you want me to get an exact count of how many
No, I
officers
just
were there?
want... You should have that to begin with before you just mentioned that he's guilty.
Well,
An amount of
like,
officers is not important to him being guilty.
When-
It's
or not. There
important
could
when
be
you're
2
speaking to a
officers.
member of the law,
well,
like a
when
lawyer.
when we have either, you know,
But
in the
that's-
range of 20 officers.
Okay, and that's not my
out the
argument.
front,
That's
and
not
there's
my
20
argument.
eyewitnesses seeing this man hold a gun to the back of some guy's head who's blindfolded. You know, it's pretty obvious. You know,
This starving man, this very hungry and very poor.
I already told you I don't want to go over the hungry part anymore.
and I
Like,
don't-
being
I-
hungry and desperate is no reason to threaten somebody or taking somebody's life.
You
what-
Think about it from the hostage's point of view. He's gonna have some proper mental scars from that whole scenario. He had a bag placed on his head, 2 guns pointed at him for a very long time, and he was used as a bargaining chip.
Are you qualified? Are
that's
you
her hat.
are you a
That's her
qualified
hat, by the way.
psychiatric
So if I'm
nurse?
not here, just give it back to her.
No,
after
but we
she's done.
will be advising that hostage to seek professional help.
But you just said that hostage will be mentally scarred, as if you've got experience in mental health when you don't. So please don't comment, sir. I want to rewind. I don't want
No,
to.
we
I
actually
don't want
do
to drag
get,
this
we
out.
do
I
get
just.
training here in LSPD about mental health.
Okay, that's good to
You actually
hear.
have some schooling on it. So.
Well, you need it with people like me in this city. Let's just wind this down a bit. He knows he's guilty. He knows what he's done is wrong. All I ask of you is please just show a bit of compassion for a very starving man who really just
Well,
wants to go good. He wants to
the
just
one
find
thing
a
I
way of
cannot do-
getting food.
Here, I
The
can
one
pass him a
thing-
milkshake if that helps him out.
Oh, he already has 3 coffee. I was generous to him.
That's
He
very
even
kind
said
of
he
you,
liked
thank
me.
you.
He was a nice
You're the
officer.
only officer who did that.
Thank
However,
you.
I hope, Norma
Yes.
and Jordan, you both understand that we can't let this man go and just walk on the street. People unfortunately have to take time in prison for their actions.
Right.
The charges that he will be looking at is 1 times kidnapping, 1 times unlawful imprisonment, 1 times criminal use of a firearm, and 1 times possession of a marked bill. Santa said to me that the marked bills were
They're from the hostage.
planted on the hostage that he took off him.
Right.
It doesn't make much changes on your charges and your fine, so I wouldn't mind taking the charge off you. However, the criminal use, the unlawful imprisonment, and the kidnapping will stay. And there's not much we can do about it.
1 second. Let me have a look.
I can understand the kidnapping or the hostage taking rather is something that needs to be definitely addressed.
Mhm.
But I believe my client is trying his hardest to try and come across. He's not the greatest of
Alright, what we
talkers.
can do, if it suffices with you, is we'll charge him with kidnapping and we'll charge him with criminal use of firearm.
Are you okay with that,
That's
Santa?
the best you can do.
Yeah, because
You take it or leave it.
that's the 2
I think
charges
that's
that we have to do. And the unlawful
Yes.
imprisonment and the possession of marked bills we could drop. I will tell you what difference it will make. If you give me half a second. One second.
The irony of it is having me here has actually made him more hungry, you know. But sorry, Santa. I think we're in a nice mid-range agreement here. We've got something out of it, and I think they
So-
might understand you next time a little bit better on the street.
Charges of kidnapping and a criminal use of a firearm, at the moment without discretion we come to later, will be a fine of 15,000 and a sentence of 20 months. And with the unlawful imprisonment that we are looking to drop, it would be an unmarked bill.
This gentleman's bank account, if you asked him how much he actually possesses in life.
I can check
And
it out.
the unlawful imprisonment and the possession of marked bills would make it a 21,000 and 40 months. So we halve your prison time and we take $6,000 off your fine, which is in my eyes pretty fair in this scenario, because
Check
there's
your
not
ID.
been many cases like this
Thank
where
you.
that you
Would
get
you
off so
would
lightly.
you leave me alone with my client for another couple of minutes just so I can discuss whether he's happy with the outcome? Personally, I at this time I'd like to say thank you very much. That's from my point of view, on a legal term, that's a very good compromise.
All right. Well, just I'll be outside. You can discuss with him if he's happy with it or not.
Yes, thank
however,
you.
if he's not happy with it, then I'm afraid we'll have to go back to the other charges. So it's either
Okay.
this one or not. But I'll be just around the corner. Just give
Thank
us a
you,
shout.
officer.
No worries.
Right, let's fucking run for it. No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. Well, I got something done, you know.
Yeah, that's a lot better. They were gonna
It's-
charge me with animal abuse as well at one point because of the person I was with as a joke.
Right.
So I'm
Yes.
glad you got that dropped.
Yes, we tried. I mean, the way this place works, they can't just suddenly drop everything. So I think they've been
No,
quite
yeah,
generous
I agree
there.
with that. I
They've
agree.
saved you a little bit of money, and they've definitely the time in prison has dropped. So thank you very much. I'll leave it there. I'll inform the officers
appreciate
that we're
it.
good. No, but it's worth a try. We tried our best. And
Thank you.
yes, probably see you again in here, no doubt.
I probably will see you soon.
get yourself a job, especially in the next couple of days. People will be looking for people like you for work.
I know.
How
Get
long?
back out there.
Yeah, it won't be that long in prison, and you'll meet some nice people in there who will pull on your beard and drop the soap. Right, I'm done, officer. Thank you.
All right.
My client is well. He can speak for himself.
Actually, Jordan.
Who?
Yeah.
This Jordan.
Santa?
This is well, that his legal ID says Jordan.
Oh, does it? Oh.
So, Jordan, are you part of any affiliation
No.
or an association in the city? No.
Nope.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just wondering whether you're part of a gang and whether we can work out a little bit more added on to this deal
Being a lawyer for
for any
Santa.
information that you may provide to us.
Been arrested.
Don't really know what you're talking about, mate. Gonna be honest.
Ooh, piece of paper here. It says.
Is this some sort of Spanish Inquisition turning into now? What's happening? It sounds like.
No Spanish Inquisition.
Oh,
I'm just,
why
I'm
are you-
just offering him a little bit more of a deal if he wanted to take it.
What exactly are you trying to tell me right now?
That if you were part of an organization and you were to provide information on that organization,
Put it boldly. What organization are you referring to here?
whatever organization you're a part of.
Well, you seem to think I'm a part of an organization because you brought it up in the first place.
Yeah.
So you must have a name for this organization then, right?
Could do. It really all depends on certain.
He's trying to get him to grass on his
So
fucking
you tell
gang.
me exactly, like, boldly, bluntly.
Boldly.
what- Yeah, just tell me right
Would be a
now.
way to put it.
He's part of
What are you-
Lapland,
what
isn't
are you-
he?
What are you trying to
Could
tell
be
me?
part. He could be part of Lapland. Oh, sorry, Norma.
Oh, right, that's it.
Boom!
I want a fucking lawyer. Oh, I am one. Oh, sorry.
fuck's sake.
Here you go. Here you go, Norma.
Oh, that hurt.
Can you make it
You
work?
never, do you always punch women?
Sorry about that.
No worries. I've heard about the FIB and their abuse in their dark rooms.
Oh yeah. No, but if you were part of an organization, look, we'd be willing to strike a deal. But if you're not part of an organization, sure, you can always leave it.
I would leave it if I was you, sir.
I don't know what you're trying to tell me right now, so yeah. I guess
Santa?
just leave it. Yeah.
It's a very, very random card on the table. I mean, that sort of conversation could happen after prison once he's had time to think. Oh dear. Right. I'll leave you to it. Could someone show me the door?
Yeah, hold up.
All the best. Have a
Can we
nice
back in
time in
cups
prison,
then?
so and
You know what? Let's do it the better way. Hold up.
okay.
We can uncut you. 1 second. If it lets me. There we go.
I've got a bruise on my face now.
Then for... Just go down and I'll be there with you in like 5 minutes.
Who's going down? What? What's
You
happening?
can walk yourself because I have trust in you.
Oh,
Come,
thank
let's
you.
go.
Oh, I trust you. That's good.
Where am I going?
Just follow me here.
Who did?
Follow his ear.
Oh.
The fuck?
Oh, I don't like the language in prisons.
Yeah.
Where's Rudolph?
Oh shit.
Have they let Rudolph go?
Make sure to give the hatchet back to Norma.
Yeah. Norma, here.
Yes,
have
thank
your
you.
hatchet back. Then
that's
Mr.
very kind.
Lovely FIB, can you
Sorry, Edgar, what was that?
can you
Thank
show
you.
Norma the exit?
Where's Rudolph gone?
I think he would have been processed since he didn't ask for a lawyer.
Oh, you didn't ask for a lawyer? Oh.
No. At least not to my knowledge.
I believe he did ask for one. I believe I heard him ask for one.
Not our business.
How did he get caught?
You're standing in front of the door.
Oh, was I?
Yeah.
Did I walk in?
Fair.
No, it's still locked.
Alright, you're looking at a charge of armed bank robbery.
Norma,
Yes, darling? Yes, my love?
you want me to escort you out? Sorry, I just saw you go in here. So.
Oh, right, no, I was just
You want an escort?
listening to the cardboard
Oh,
walls
yeah.
here. Quite amazing what you can hear through the walls in these places.
I'll let you at the garage.
Thank you so much. Boop, 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 boop. So what gang's our client from?
I don't think I'm at liberty to say.
Oh, don't worry, it's off the record. I've finished work now.
I have a hunch that it's the professionals, but I'm not sure.
Oh, right.
I want.
Oh, I can't hear you, sorry.
Can you hear me now?
No, yes.
I wanted to see if he'd say something. But I was only fishing.
Yeah, of
You know.
course, you've got to do your job. So,
Exactly.
thank you very
Look,
much. I enjoyed
He
that.
might
That
have
was...
said something and he mightn't have said something, so I just went, you know what? Let's see what he says.
yes.
So he's definitely part of some organisation because the way he responded to me.
Yes, he was very,
He's very hostile.
yes, he suddenly, it's got a bit
You know,
sharp.
if someone's not part of a gang, they don't become defensive about it.
Yes, indeed.
They instantly go, no.
What the fuck is going on here?
I don't know.
Norma.
The fuck's going on here? Loud
Yes, you-
noises.
Hello.
Hello.
Space.
I've just been doing some lawyering.
Oh, have you?
Hey, is
Do you
he...
not have a record?
No, not at all. Why would you be checking? Why is everyone killing each other?
Oh my god, you don't.
Of course I don't.
You've had a weapon license since June 3rd. That's actually amazing.
Yes, of course.
Norma doesn't do anything like
I
that.
don't do anything
I know.
wrong.
Like, Tedashi's the same, but it's like, you know, it's
Yeah.
just... I've only done it for like 2 months, so you've lasted so much longer. That's amazing.
And talking of not done any crime, I think I better get my tow truck out of here actually because of what's in the what's in the trunk.
Ah, fair.
What's in the trunk? Let me take a sniff.
What?
What's in the trunk,
Let me
Norma?
take a
Nothing. What? Pardon?
Do you consent
This
to
is-
a trunk search?
This
Can
isn't
you
my
hold
tow
this
truck.
car?
Yes, I.
Consent to a trunk
Let me
search,
just. Pardon?
The black one.
You don't. You need to have a reason to search vehicles.
Yeah, your
do.
consent is my reason. Can I have your consent to search, please?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a gang. Or at least trying to be. There were a different gang name on, like before.
Oh wait, were they the
What
Yeah,
is?
it begins with an F. I
What
don't
do-
know what the fuck
What
it
do you
was.
do for a living?
What do I do?
Huh?
Yes.
He PD.
Oh, he's PD.
He BD. He FB.
Ah, yes, I know. Yes.
I do illegal things.
But you're off duty, aren't you?
He's fake.
He's off duty. He's always on duty.
He's a fake.
who's on duty? What?
This one, because you win the best.
Would you jump in my tow truck? We need to talk.
Me?
That sounds a bit
Yeah,
questionable,
sure.
Norma.
Yeah, okay.
No, it's
I know
fine.
we
It's
talked to you,
nothing.
okay?
Nothing
Yeah,
dodgy.
we-
Nothing dodgy.
Wait, what were they called again? I can't remember now.
I don't know. It begins with A. That's all I know. There was blues and
Ah,
Hang on.
of course.
Have a look in my tow truck. In my. You may look just now in
In
my.
the glove box.
No, in the back. And bear in mind, I've just been representing being a lawyer, and I parked this outside the police department.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's mine. I'm just saying.
What the fuck?
Toodaloo.
The next day.
I didn't do it.
Hello, Norma.
Hello. I didn't do
getting on?
anything. I'm not guilty.
Norma,
Yes, my love.
will you step out of the vehicle for a second and we'll have a chat?
Oh.
We'll need a chat, don't worry.
It's complicated. The HGVs are so complicated. One button's engine, one is door catch.
So, Norma,
Yes, my love. What's up?
I've had someone come up to me right yesterday. And
Oh,
they said
say what a
that-
wonderful job I did.
They did say you were doing a wonderful job, but they said they had a look in the back of your car and there was some, or in the back of your truck, and there was some,
What?
would you call it, suspicious items apparently.
Oh, so you've just grassed on your mate because there's only one person who looked in my truck yesterday.
No, it was another person.
Hello, it's me.
Just make sure I get this on body cam that he's dobbed his mate in.
Did you park here?
Oh, we're just pulling her over.
Ah, okay, that's understandable though.
Why do you have
What the
go-kart wheels on
Mate,
your
you blind or what?
van?
Nah,
Who the fuck is that?
Ned, are you alright?
I think his name's Danny Boy.
How do you talk?
should be
I'm getting on my truck, it's safer.
Oh no, I really just wanted to see. I wasn't arresting
Hello, one moment, I'm being arrested by criminals.
Arrested by a criminal. Norma, you need helping? I know Helen in city.
Being arrested by the FIB for being
just join the
suspicious.
car. Hop in with them, they'll tell you.
You are very suspicious, Norma. Do not worry, I can
Very-
rescue you, my darling.
A Merry Christmas.
Christmas, you sound like you've been on the brandy.
Yes, I have had a couple of drinks, it makes the driving easier.
I'm not even arresting her.
Yes, sorry.
Norma.
What? Yes, I had a
I'm
couple
not
of
even
drinks,
arresting
thank
I
you.
just want to see, because I didn't get the opportunity to check yesterday. I
Eh,
just
what?
want to see.
Check what?
You can have a look in the back of my car if I can have.
Yes, have a look in the back of my truck, that's fine.
Can I actually see it?
Yes, I give you my permission.
Yeah, I'm not going to take anything, obviously. I just
Oh,
want
of
to
course, yes, is it open?
see. I've just heard it's I've heard it's quite the sight to behold. Oh,
What's the matter?
it was way less lackluster.
Why do you think I've got a clean record? I'm fucking
I thought there
quicker
was some good stuff.
quicker
in it.
than any of you guys to be
Norma, I thought there was some good stuff.
I used to be a fortune teller, you see.
Norma, you want some armor?
I used to do. Did you a true story? I used to do. Oh, thank you. Is that legal?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes, I used to be a tarot card reader, so I can read the future. You see, I knew you were coming today.
Does it actually work?
I knew this was going to happen. You see, from yesterday.
See,
So,
All I wanted to see was actually was there a load of stuff in it? Because I was quite curious how much you get on your daily rounds. You know.
I
Because
do all
from the
right
sounds
for
of it, it
myself. I
sounds
look
like
after
you get a
myself.
fucking lot.
No, I'm not really. No, honestly,
Oh, yeah.
I tend to deal in legal items that can be made into perhaps items that maybe not be so legal, but that's not my business.
Yeah.
I'm just supplying them with legal items. So
Supply and demand.
yeah, exactly. That's what life's about. You know, everything you deal with is. No, I don't want any of
100%.
those. Not
Oh,
my.
you can take them if you want.
No, I don't. I don't do things like that, my
It's
love.
not littering. It's fine.
You should move them. Someone might
Here,
get a
Norma,
puncture.
If you want to take the.
No, I
you can
don't
use
need.
them
I don't
later
need
on
it.
at
I don't
Quickie
need
If
it.
you want, he likes it in the bedroom. It's up to him though.
I wouldn't even know how to use those items, officer. Agent. Yeah, they're harassing me in the street. It's brutality.
Brutality.
I'm going to sue him for loss of earnings. I've just lost nearly a $1,500 waiting here.
$1,500?
Here's $1,750 a car, you see?
Here, how about this? I'll give you this, and then there you go.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Shotgun. Yoip.
He stole it.
Who took the dog tag?
What is a dog tag?
Who should take it?
He's took it.
Man. Alright, Norma. See you later.
I don't even know what to do with the dog tag.
Tell the bloody dog tags you were in war, weren't you?
How much are the dog tags worth then?
I do not bloody know. I run corner shop, love.
I have a Halifax doctor. That's all good.
Who's just published my phone number? Oh, I see. Someone's just published my... Ah, right, I see. Oh, wait, oh, I see you... Oh, I see you slipped. You missed the slashy thing. Yes, yes. Anyway, better get back to tow trucking.
You is very good at towing.
What's your names, chaps, anyway?
My name is Samir.
Samir, yes? And who's your friend?
That's my friend Mohammed.
Mohammed and Samir. I think... Did we meet in the casino once?
I think we did, but I think I was a bit different back then. I still had the same jacket.
Yes, yes, right.
But different now.
Oh,
very different.
jolly
Run corner
good.
shop nowadays.
Oh, that's
robbing
cool.
people. Yes, I family business.
Which shop are you running?
Loads of 24/7s. I got never worked there though. Terrible.
Oh, so you just a good manager.
Not making any bloody profit.
Yeah, a good manager can run a shop from a distance.
Anyway, Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Now I'm at 24/7. I give it turkey for 50% off.
Oh, lovely. I'll definitely pop in. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Toodaloo.